When you look at the season for the Browns, what does a successful season look like? How do you judge it? Okay, this has been a success in 2025.
Yeah, I think this season is going to be all about having confidence in our ability to develop a quarterback, right? And I think you want to leave this season feeling better about Kevin Stefanski's ability to do that, about Andrew Berry's ability to evaluate that. Like right now, I'm not confident in this front office regime's ability to be able to bring you a franchise quarterback and develop him properly. I don't know if that's something they're capable of doing because what we have seen from young quarterbacks has not been promising from this front office. Now, it's not been definitive because we're talking about Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a fifth-round pick that they weren't invested in at the time. They were more invested in, obviously, Deshaun Watson during that time period. So a bit of an asterisk is on the one time that we've seen them with a young quarterback, but it hasn't been promising. And that's what I want to see. I want to end this year feeling like Kevin knows what he's doing with a young quarterback, that the Browns know what they're doing. And maybe we don't have the answer. Maybe we do. If we get the answer at quarterback this year, I'd be thrilled. I don't care who it is. If the answer emerges, I'm going to be thrilled. We're going to dance about it, right? We're going to throw the parade. But as long as you feel like, hey, I like what they've done with Dylan Gabriel. He's at a point to where he can start next year if we need him to. Or I like what they've done with Shedeur Sanders. He's at a point to where I feel like he can start if we need him to. If you're at that place with this team, then you feel so much better about, hey, if they take a chance at a guy in the first round, their ability to hit on that. Because right now, I think that's the main focus of this team. They got to figure out what's next at the quarterback position. And in order to find out what's next, you got to have a good feeling about their ability to identify that because they have not given you much confidence.
So, how good do either Gabriel or Sanders have to be for you not to, if you're drafting, if the Jacksonville pick is third or fourth or second, and there's a stud quarterback sitting there, how do you not take him?
Oh, there's no way. Like, I'm just gonna make this clear. If there is a Jaden Daniels in the draft next year, and the Browns have the ability to draft him, it does not matter what happens with any of these rookie quarterbacks this year. They will draft that guy, and that's what you're supposed to do. If there is somebody you have identified in the draft as not just a starting quarterback in the league, but somebody you truly believe can be a top 10 or top 5 quarterback in the NFL, right? If Joe Burrow's in this draft or something like that, then it does not matter if you think you have Andy Dalton on the roster. You're going to go after the higher upside guy and see what you got with Shedeur in the meantime, knowing that, hey, if he develops in anything, you're going to trade him to build things around the guy that you really think can be a top 5 guy. In the AFC, that's just what's necessary. I made this joke with this guy, Derek Bell, who covers the Steelers the other day. I was like, the Browns can have Justin Herbert and still be the third worst quarterback team in the division right now. Like, that's how high the bar is in the AFC for quarterback play. So, yeah, I agree with you, Dave. If there's a absolute, like if Arch Manning is everything that people say he is, and the Browns have to pick to go get him, and the Manning family is giving you the green light to go get him, you're going to draft Arch Manning. It does not matter if Shedeur Sanders had a pretty good season or if Dylan Gabriel had a pretty good season. But if we're picking 15th, if we're picking 20th, and maybe that Jacksonville pick is somewhere in the teens as well, then all of a sudden it does start to matter what these rookies look like. And are you really willing to trade up just to add some pieces, or do you want to go with the Jalen Hurts model and just throw things at these guys to make them as good as possible? That's where I think it starts to matter, right? But if you have outright got the pick to get the guy, then you take the guy. But this is more or less if you finish with like 7 to 9 wins and you're not in that top 10 pick conversation, then what do you do at quarterback, right? Do you reach for the 4th best guy in the class, or do you just sit with what you got? That's a more compelling conversation. I think that's where it starts to matter a lot more.